By the end of this module, you will reach out with your real hands and pick up objects inside your VR room. No controllers needed. Your room stops being something you look at and becomes something you touch. This is the moment VR starts to feel real. On Quest, there are two ways to interact with your world. Controllers, the handsets you hold, with buttons and triggers. And hand tracking, where the headset sees your bare hands and you grab with your fingers. The good news, with the Meta XR SDK, you build once and support both. Pick something up with a controller or with your hand. Same code. So how does hand tracking work? The cameras on the front of your Quest watch your hands. The Meta XR SDK turns what they see into a hand skeleton, a set of joints and fingers updated every frame. You do not build any of that. It is handed to you, ready to use. Your job is just to say which objects can be grabbed and what happens when they are. Here is the one idea that makes all of this click. Interaction has two halves. An interactor, which is the thing that grabs. That is your hand or controller. And an interactable, which is the thing that can be grabbed. That is the stone, a lever, a button. The Meta XR SDK gives you ready-made building blocks for both. Once an object is marked interactable, your hands just work with it. Let us extend the stone from the last module. In Module 2, your agent made it grabbable with a controller. Now we add hand grabbing too. You drop on a hand grab component, set a grab point, and add a collider so your fingers have something solid to catch. The lab guide walks every click. After this, you can grab the stone with your hand or your controller. Not every grab is the same, and choosing the right one matters. Distance grab lets you pull an object toward you from across the room like a force pull. Hand grab is the close, natural pinch when the object is right in front of you. And poke lets you push buttons and panels with a fingertip. Use distance grab for far objects, hand grab for held objects, poke for menus. Here is what separates a cheap VR app from one that feels alive. Feedback. When your hand hovers over the stone, it should glow. When you grab it, the controller should buzz and a soft sound should play. Without feedback, grabbing feels dead, and people are not sure it worked. With it, your hands feel connected to the world. Always add feedback. And this is where your AI coding partner earns its keep. You say, make all the objects in my room grabbable with both hand and controller, glow when I hover, and play a chime and a haptic buzz when I grab. The agent writes the scripts and tells you exactly what to attach. You review the code, build to your Quest, and your whole room comes alive. One request. Hand tracking has a few traps, and knowing them saves you hours. It needs decent light. In a dark room, the cameras lose your hands. It only works when your hands are in view of the headset cameras, roughly in front of you. And if grabbing feels unreliable, your collider is often too small. Make it match the object. When something is off, describe it to the agent and it helps you debug. Think about the leap you just made. Your room is no longer a picture you stand inside. It is a place you can touch. You reach out and things respond. That is the difference between watching VR and being present in it. Every interactive app, every game, every training simulator is built on exactly what you just learned. So here is how to use this module. This video is the map. It shows you the interaction model and the choices. The lab guide beside it has every exact component to add and the exact prompt to make your room grabbable. Watch this once, then open the lab guide and bring your room to life. That is Module 3. Your hands now work inside your VR room and your objects respond to your touch. Next module, we add a user interface. Floating menus and buttons you press with your finger, so the user can actually control your app from inside VR. Open the lab guide. Let's bring your room to life.